Pretty Dirty Volume 5. These little sex fiends know exactly what they want, said the DVD. And I glared at it, astonished. There was so much bright, slippery pink in the pictures. I thought I was dreaming about Renoir's shiny, wet grapefruit period. I stood there in the adult video store, reddening, wondering how those little sex fiends could be so young and still know what they wanted out of their tiny lives, when Jesus didn't know his mission until he was 33, and older in age than his own impossible father. My grandmother, may heaven rest her weary, doilied soul, once whispered to me that God will not help you find what you should want, that you should try to make what you want fit into what God thinks are his desires. So, I suppose God already told those blushing little sex fiends that they should want hotel nights that look a lot like someone threw a bunch of flesh-colored crayons into a blender. That they should want a love that looks like a geyser made out of milk that lasts for 4 noisy, squishy, excruciating hours. Or 8, if you pressed play to play those girls again. How could those little sex fiends have already decided what they wanted out of all of the living in life, when Socrates, for Christ's sake, didn't even know what he wanted until his slave boy handed him an apple made out of hemlock? With my heart, I think back now on the back of that DVD and those soaking wet, oil-slickened human girls, and I remember burying my mother at her funeral. The green grass a blinding, tear-inducing color in the sun, and the shame of crying in the middle of the day, wondering if I should have known by then what I wanted my life to be and to consist of, and never imagining that one day I would encounter a handful of little sex fiends who already knew what they wanted by the time I was old enough to be their unattractive president. And how their surety, their confidence in their mouths and holes would give me sufficient pause to question just how much I know about what I want my life to resemble. How much red, how much ochre I want in that picture.